Dan Hibbard from Log Cabin Leather. I'm here in the basement of my log cabin home where I make all my handmade leather products. And today I'm here to talk to you about belts. Why my belts are better than others on the market. If you don't know who I am, again, I've been making handmade leather products since 1977. Belts have always been one of my best sellers. I make belts in all widths for people of all sizes. Uh, I have some of my original belts here that were from my father that are over 40 years old here and still being worn. My father is gone now, but I do wear the belts that I made for him, or some of them anyway. So I have some of those here to show. Just turn this down. So these are belts, and again, the designs on these are hand tooled. I do make belts in widths from a half an inch to 2 inches. I make solid color belts. And what's different about my belts are, again, you can go to Walmart. I can say my belts are unique. I can say, they're handmade. They're one of a kind. Lots of us can say that. But what truly makes them different is the quality. Now, you can go to Walmart and you can buy a belt for probably a third of the price of mine. You can go to a high-end store and probably buy a belt for 4 times the price as mine. But is it going to be any better quality? Probably not, especially the Walmart version. Again, the Walmart version might last you a couple months. If you're lucky, maybe a year. But again, like I said, these belts are 40 years old. There is a difference. My sister had a belt from a high-end store and said leather. But again, she wore it a couple times and it fell apart. It was sewn together. My belts are not sewn together. They are one solid thick piece of leather. So number one, they can't come unsewn. But what happened is it came unsewn. The piece of leather the actual leather that was used for the belt was thinner than a regular sheet of paper. That was the leather. Then it had a cardboard lining, and then it had vinyl on the inside. Now, was sold as a high-quality belt in a high-end store. It only lasted a couple times. So, yeah, you can pay twice as much money or 3 times as much money. That doesn't mean it's going to be better quality. My belts, again, I may have all different colors, all different widths. I have beautiful colors for women. I have a turquoise, a royal blue, purple. I also have a navy blue, which I don't have here. Again, just showing different widths. These are all cut by hand. And when you order a belt, I make it the size that you need. So I have different colors. I have black. I have several colors like a chestnut, a dark red, more chestnut color, or chestnut, russet, dark brown, medium brown. I have a tan, which I don't have here. Again, and these are not finished belts. Because what also makes my belts different is how I finish the edges. Now, many belt makers, again, this is the belt. You put the buckle on. These are the raw cut edges, which is all well and good, but they're sharp, kind of sharp because they're square. I round them off. I smooth them up, so you don't have any of that. They are beveled and burnished, and then they're smoothed down. So you have a nice smooth edge here. So it's more finished. Now, this is a tooled belt. That's the other thing that makes my belts different than anybody else on the market, because these are my own designs. You cannot find these anywhere else. I do not sell my things. I don't have them in any stores right now because belts are too hard for me to sell in a store because I custom fit them. So this is, again, where my belts are better than other people. If you're at a craft show, I'm going to have you wrap the belt around your waist, and I am going to measure to the size that you need, or where you're going to wear it on your body, things like that. I'm going to custom fit it the way you want. If you're not at a craft show, again, on my website, I have very specific directions of how you're going to measure for the belt and things like that. So I am going to make it the exact size and the exact length that you need. So you're going to get the perfectly fitting belt that you want. The other thing that you have a choice of is buckles. I have several different buckle shapes. I don't know if I have them all right here. I have a rectangle shape. Again, in brass or nickel finish. different sizes for the different width belt. But again, I have 3 different styles and I have them in all different colors. I have an oval buckle. That happens to be the brass one. And I have a horseshoe shaped buckle. But the other thing that's unique about my belts are, this is a screw right here. Again, some belts have a snap there so you can replace the buckle or change the buckle. My buckles are changeable, but the snap can break. Then the belt is no good. Mine do have a screw in there, so you can change the buckle. If you change your buckles often, you know, and you want a snap, I can certainly put a snap on. That's no problem. Again, the screw maybe makes it harder to change if you change them frequently, but you can put any custom, you know, fancy buckle you want. Again, this is one that was my father's. You can put those on any of my belts. And again, the sizing is going to be different because it makes a difference how far this is from that and things like that. I'm measuring, but those are things I go through when you order. But again, I have beautiful tool designs. These are not designs you're going to find anywhere else because these are all things that I have created. And what makes them unique is the color. Now, these designs, now there's different kinds of belt making too. There's something called embossed, which is a machine and it rolls out the pattern on there. Can be pretty, but it's not detailed like mine is. These designs are stamped in by me, one impression at a time. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That same tool done 6 times, hammered in 6 times to make that design there. Another design in the middle. It is all done by hand. These are all my own creations, so you're not going to find these anywhere else. And what makes them unique is the coloring. If I take the same belt and add color to it or lack of color, and I do have videos that talk about that too, it looks entirely different. So that makes the belts different. Now, the other thing, again, custom options. If you want engraving, some people want the name, their initials, something like that engraved on it. That's something I can do. You know, obviously I can't do that at a craft show. That would have to be something you order because I would have to be here in my workshop to do it. But all sorts of options. So the perfectly fitting belt in the width you need, the size you want, the color you want. Where else can you get that? And again, these are going to last decades rather than, you know, weeks and months and years. They're going to last a long time. They're going to be something you wear and use and are functional. Better quality than I think you can get in a lot of places, and finished nicely on the edges. So that's pretty much going to wrap it up again for today. Once again, this is Jan Hibbard from Log Cabin Leather talking about the quality of my handmade belts and what makes them a little bit better or far superior to the Walmart version and even better than what a lot of high quality stores have in them. Thank you very much. Have a wonderful day.